In this video, I want to talk about two new pieces of information that recently surfaced in Honkai Star Rail, one about a possible new skin for Firefly, and the other about a mysterious new form or event version of Sparkle, codenamed Hanabi. Neither of these are confirmed yet, but the details we do have are really interesting, and they might tell us a lot about what's coming next. So let's break it down. Save up to 25% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description. So, we might be getting a new Firefly skin, and it's not just any random cosmetic. According to Leaker Luna, this one could be sailor uniform themed, kind of like those Japanese school outfits you see in anime, short skirt, white stockings, and all. Now, before anyone jumps the gun, this isn't officially confirmed. The picture that's been floating around is just an example or inspiration, not the final model. But it's got people talking for a good reason. What's especially interesting is that, from what some insiders are saying, Kafka was originally the character planned to receive a skin, but Hoyoverse reportedly changed their mind. The reason? Apparently, they noticed that player interest was overwhelmingly higher for Firefly, especially after her story arc, and shifted focus accordingly. That actually makes a lot of sense when you look at how she's been received, especially in China, where she's become incredibly popular. Firefly has that tragic, emotional story tied to her, and for many fans, she represents vulnerability and strength bundled together. So if this new skin does turn out to be real, it's probably not just a fan service outfit. It might be trying to show us a what-if version of Firefly, a more innocent version, maybe even a vision of what she could have been if she didn't go through all the horrors of her backstory. Speaking of alternate versions, there's another thing going around the leak scene, and this one's a bit more cryptic. You might have seen talk of a code name, Hanabi. Now, Hanabi literally means fireworks in Japanese, and it's not some random new character. It's actually Sparkle's nickname. That said, her actual code name in the game files has always just been Sparkle, which makes this new discovery kind of interesting. The current speculation, and again, this is not confirmed, is that Hanabi could be a new form of Sparkle, or maybe even an event-exclusive version, like how March 7th had her alternate outfit in the 2.4 Swordplay event. And this theory actually lines up pretty well when you think about what's coming next, because the next planet we're heading to is Edo Star, which just happens to be Sparkle's homeworld. That alone makes it a lot more likely that this Hanabi version is tied directly to the upcoming story or event content there. A festival, a performance, a side quest, anything's possible, really. And thematically, it just fits too well. Sparkle is all about chaos, performance, illusions, basically the embodiment of unpredictability. Hanabi would match that perfectly. If there's any character who could get an alternate form that leans even harder into visual flair and gameplay tricks, it's her. What's weird, but also kind of exciting, is the little bit of data we do have on this version. Apparently, her passive talent uses color-coded marks, red, black, and one still labeled as unknown. That opens up a lot of possibilities. Personally, I'd love to see that. Sparkle's already one of the most unique characters in the game. For now, all of this is unconfirmed, and we should treat it that way. But based on how past events and skins were handled, this kind of speculation isn't out of the question. If anything, it shows Hoyoverse is still playing with identity, style, and storytelling beyond just numbers and stats. So, what do you think? Would you like to see Firefly in a sailor-style uniform? And if Hanabi really is a special Sparkle form, what kind of abilities do you hope she brings? Let me know in the comments. Save up to 25% on the current banners at lootbar.gg. All you need is your UID and server. The link is in the description.